What's up, brothers, sisters? Hope everybody's doing well out there. This week wasn't too eventful of a week. Joe Biden gave his first speech. There was a little bit of drama in the manosphere. The typical 21 Studios versus Rule Zero beef, and a few other guys got involved. Maybe we'll discuss that a little bit towards the end. Anyways, this week's video request was to make a video about online dating apps and how they are a scam to men. That's the way the question was worded. Anyways, he wanted to know a little bit of details about, the reasons why women flake on online dating apps. He says, the majority of men are out here on these apps and women are just stringing them along and flaking and never meeting them in person. So, I'll go ahead and cover this topic. Now, I could probably hit this one from about 11 different videos from 11 different angles. But what I'm going to go with here is online dating apps are a safe haven for unattractive women who want validation online from attractive men. Now, I've been on these apps, who hasn't? Any single guy that hasn't been on these apps, they're a liar. Everybody's on them. Now, 90% of the women that I've met on these apps in person have flaked on me many times before we met up for the first time. Now, typically the way this encounter will go is, I'll see a chick. She looks good in her pictures. Okay, she looks great in her pictures. She looks like she's a solid 8.5, maybe a 9, I'll get her phone number. We'll text back and forth. We'll call each other. She'll be sending me all kinds of pictures. And she'll look great. And we'll finally schedule a date after I've been working the lead like a car salesman for weeks. We'll set up a date. And then she'll flake. I'll blow her off. I'll go out with somebody else. And then, we'll set up another date down the road. She'll flake again. Eventually, when I meet a woman who's flaked multiple times, what I discover is she looks absolutely nothing like her pictures. And guys, look, if a woman is flaking on you and you've never seen what she looks like in person, there's probably a reason, She's using you for validation. But she knows when you meet her in person, and even though she has the fake nails, the fake hair, the fake makeup, the push-up bra, the jeans that make her legs look better than they really are, she has all this stuff. But as soon as you see her without one of those stupid filters, stupid Snapchat filters that makes every woman look pretty, the facade is over with. The validation gravy train is over with. And she knows this. So she's going to keep flaking. In your head, you think she's an 8.5. In reality, she is a 3.5. She knows this. And trust me, look, hot chicks don't flake. That's what you have to understand. Hot chicks know they're hot. They're confident. And they like to get that validation in person, They like to get out there and show themselves off. So when they set a date, they get themselves all prettied up and they go out and play their game. Hot chicks play hot chick games. Ugly chicks play ugly chick games. And let me tell you something, guys. Women on these apps, when I'm talking these filters, and the angles that they take their pictures from. Some of these girls listen, I met a girl who, in her pictures, was a hot blonde. You know, she had a nice ass, nice tits, beautiful face, all of the above. She flaked on me a few times. You know, I kind of kept her in my contact list. I wasn't really too worried about it. But eventually she agreed to meet me for lunch, and she didn't flake. Now, I went into the restaurant that we were meeting at. I was on my work lunch break, and I was looking at the picture on my phone, and I'm looking around the room, looking for this hot blonde. And I look over, and this girl's staring at me. A fat redhead. Okay? A fat redhead with fucking weird tattoos that weren't even like professionally done. Man, I'm telling you, and I have nothing against overweight people. In my early 20s, I was a personal trainer, and I have mad respect for anybody, male or female, if you're overweight and you're trying to get back into shape, you know, and everybody, whether you're heavy, whether you're skinny, whether you're jacked, ripped, whatever, everybody is on a fitness journey, whether you realize it or not. You know, whether you're going in the wrong direction or the right direction, everybody's on a fitness journey. So I respect anybody that accepts, you know, objectively looks at themselves and accepts the fact that they're out of shape and they want to get back into shape. Mad respect for anybody that does that. But a woman who is masquerading around on dating apps and pretending to be a hot, skinny, but with a big ass and big tits, cute face blonde, and in reality is a fat redhead. Well, I've got to tell you, that's fucked up. You know, I can't respect that. Anyways, I look over and she's waving at me. And she's not smiling. Like, you know, it would be one thing, like you can have a woman that's not very attractive, but if she's good at flirting and she's like, knows how to push your buttons, sometimes it can be okay. This chick was a bitch, you know, like I'm looking over at her and like she had a bad attitude and she's looking over at me like she's annoyed that I don't know who she is. And anyways, I walk over and I'm like, no fucking way. Like, this is a disaster. This should not be happening to me. You know, I've got better things to do. But anyways, I go over and I realize, yes, I've been bamboozled. But it is my lunch break and I'm kind of hungry, so I, you know, sit down and we order our food. And I'm looking at my phone because I'm like, you know, I planned on hooking up with this chick tonight, but, you know, now I'm like second guessing it. I'm looking for a backup plan because obviously I'm not going to go home with this thing. And she's all pissed off at me because I'm looking at my phone. And I'm like, you know, the nerve of this bitch to be pissed off at me when she's the one that just basically lied to me and misled me for weeks. And this bitch had the nerve to question me. She said, you know, she was calling me a, you know, piece of shit, a misogynist, you know, whatever, accusing me of not wanting or, you know, not giving her attention because she's too heavy or whatever. Like I'm some sort of asshole because of that. And I hadn't even mentioned it at this point. You know, she just already knew that she was faking me out the whole time. And now she's trying to turn it around and accuse me of being like some kind of a pig asshole because of this. So, yeah. Now that's probably the worst situation I've ever been involved in, meeting somebody on an online dating app. And I'm telling you, she was an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10 in pictures. That's how deceptive women are. So when you go on a dating app as a dude, if you're a dude who has your shit on point, you're physically fit, you can take a picture, you know, you don't look like a fat guy, whatever, you know, take good care of yourself, you're clean cut, all that, and you go on these apps to meet women, you're going to think you're talking to hot chicks. But these aren't hot chicks. These are women who are using filters. And before dating apps, they're already doing the fake nails, the fake hair, you know, the push-up bras, the makeup, all that stuff. They're already fooling you. Now they got the filters. They got filters that'll turn 3.5s into 8.5s. Then the makeup, the push-up bras, the hair, all that, all the fake shit, that'll put them up to about a 9.5 in a picture. So when these women are flaking on you, it's because they know the gravy train is about to be over with when you find out what they really look like in person. And guys, we don't put filters on us. You know, we might take some bullshit selfie, you know, some picture of us out drinking or out on vacation or something, but we don't, you know, we don't put on all that extra bullshit. So that's the angle that I'm going to hit the online dating apps at. That's why it's a scam. That's why women flake. Hot chicks don't flake. Ugly chicks do. Especially when they're stringing you along and making you think they're hot chicks. And that's what a lot of them do. I've experienced that a lot. Now, they haven't all been big old fat ugly girls. Some of them have been like, they're just a little bit less, like they look like a 9 in their pictures, and in reality they're like a 5 or a 6, but some of them are even lower than that. So, you know, a warning to be had. If you're a guy in an online dating app, that's what you need to look out for. You know, I've seen other dating coaches, and I say other, I'm not a dating coach. I don't charge people for advice. If you're a dating coach, you charge people for advice. I don't do that. But I've seen dating coaches talk about women flaking from these apps because they found a hotter guy. You know, they found a better deal. Trust me, 90% of the women on these apps didn't find a better deal. They just know that when you see them in person, you're going to find out what they really look like. You know, most hot chicks aren't even on dating apps. If you want a hot chick, if you want a solid 9 or a 10, she's going to be on Instagram. You know, you can holler at her on there with another 1,000 dudes that are hollering at her. But most of the time, you're going to have to go out, you know, go out in public, nightclubs. If you're in Miami, going to the beach. If you're in Vegas, you know, there's all different clubs you can go to. LA, there's clubs you can go to. New York. If you're in a small town, you know, you're going to have to go out wherever it is the people gather at, and you're going to have to find the hot chicks and have the balls to talk to them in public, you know, in person. They're not going to be on dating apps. They don't need that cheap validation. They get real validation in person on the regular. So that's my point of view on the online dating apps and why I think it's a scam. Now, I guess that's all I have on that angle, you know. That's really all there is to say about it. But what else happened this week? You know, we've got a little bit of extra time here. Joe Biden gave his first speech. Disaster. Now, when Trump gave speeches, a lot of those were disasters too, but that's just because Trump was an asshole, right? You know, whatever. He is who he is. You know, he was a conceited asshole. But Joe Biden is mentally incapable of giving a speech. You know, he doesn't have the cognitive ability to give a speech anymore, so it's pretty sad that that's the leader of the United States, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Not very exciting to talk about, that's for sure. What else happened? Derek Jackson cheated on his girlfriend. The entire manosphere is talking about that. Now, Derek Jackson has been making videos. His niche is making women feel good. You know, he makes feel-good videos for women. His girlfriend is a solid, wholesome, girl next door, cute, 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. And he's probably cheating on her with dime pieces. He's Derek fucking Jackson, okay? He is like a male model with a female fan base that is out of this world in the millions. He has all kinds of groupies chasing after him. And I know exactly what he's doing. He's found his down-ass chick, you know. His chick that, you know, she's a 6.5, but she's cute. She's faithful. She's on his team. She plays by his rules. And, you know, he can kind of go out and do his own thing. And she probably doesn't give him too hard of a time. And she probably has a lot of suspicions. She probably always knew that he was cheating on her. You know, I understand his strategy. Why not? But I hope it works out for the two of them. You know, I think he's got a decent girlfriend that plays on his team and follows his lead. And he's an alpha male that has a large female fan base. You know, he's going to have a few hiccups. There's going to be a few situations that are going to go down. This won't be the last time it happens, I guarantee it. But anyways, I don't want to get too far into that. Not really my lane. What else happened? Something that I think you guys should check out. Listen to this. The Rule 0 guys and the 21 convention guys have always been in a war since Rich and Rollo first left back in the days, and Modern Life Dating and Ryan Stone left with them. But it has been reignited, and it's pretty exciting. I'm going to be honest with you. And I like talking about manosphere issues because why not popularize the manosphere? You know, why is it okay for bodybuilders to beef with each other and it's exciting, it gets all this clout and all these views, you know, the Kenny KOs and the Brad Castleberries, you know, and the Cali Muscle, like, they can go after each other, but the manosphere, we don't do that. Why won't we? Why don't we? Why not, you know? Anyways, 21 Studios and Rule 0 are going after each other pretty hard. If you go over and check 21 Studios' channel, you'll see that, you know, and he's got a few other guys, a few allies in the war with him. John Anthony Lifestyle, Alex Playing with Fire, MGTOW Dictionary, and, you know, on the other side, obviously, you got Rich, Rollo, Ryan Stone, Modern Life Dating. Those guys, they're going after each other. Now, I'm waiting for the Rule 0 guys to strike back, and I hope they don't let me down. Rich Cooper, Rollo, they're heavyweights. Modern Life Dating is, he's feisty. You know, he's a pit bull. You know, when you go after him, he claps back. You know, Ryan Stone's a smart guy. He could add a lot to it. So it could be interesting. Could be fun to watch. But right now we've got John Anthony Lifestyle is really hammering into these guys. I don't know. He's clapping pretty hard. I'm going to be honest. It's an interesting show to watch. And, you know, Anthony Johnson, as always, he's always hammering into him. And MGTOW Dictionary and those guys have been hammering into him. It's a slobber knocker. You know, it's something for the viewers. The viewers love drama, right? What entertains the fans, or wait, the business is entertainment. And what entertains the fans is the sight of blood, right? And these guys are drawing blood. So it's an interesting situation. So check out Rollo, Rich, Modern Life Dating, Ryan Stone. And then on the other side, check out Anthony Johnson, John Anthony Lifestyle, Alex Playing with Fire, MGTOW Dictionary. Cool little beef they have going on there. Let's popularize the manosphere. Why not? You know, why does Jake Paul get all these fucking views and we don't? Let's tear it up, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beer, and I'm pretty much just rambling at this point, guys, so, you know, hope you enjoyed the video, and the key topics here are: when women flake on you on online dating apps, don't be hard on yourself. It's probably not your fault. It's probably because she is a disgusting hippo. You know, I don't know. It's probably because she knows that she's putting on a front and she's not really as good looking as her pictures would portray. You know, and it's as simple as that. So that's all I have. Anyways, guys, remember, when you see LFA, you press play. You have a better day. Until next time, see ya.